What's up, guys? Today I'm in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm hoping to go ride some jumps later at Quarry Park. But in the meantime, I figured I'd stop here at Aldo Leopold Park, which is another park in Madison. Looks like they have a nice pump track here and some skills stuff. So we'll get some warm-ups here before we go ride the bigger stuff later. So yeah, let's check it out. Oh, it's a little strange. Everything was going so well up until that weird spot over there. Let me try that again. I realized that in this section of the pump track, you need to ride the roller in and the middle more like hips, and you can keep your flow. Alright, I guess it kind of works. Alright, let's check out this little skills section. This trail actually goes for a few minutes at a good pace. A place like this is perfect for skill building. I know for me, it can be intimidating to hit a jump if the launch is made of wood, even if the jump's way smaller than a dirt jump I've ridden before. Same thing goes for natural stone drops. It can be way scarier than a man-made drop. So at this park, a beginner can get a feel for what it's like to ride on different wood and rock surfaces without having to go straight to the bigger stuff at other bike parks. It honestly isn't very fun if you already have those skills though, but it is great to see a park cater to beginners and younger riders like this. After a while, the trail runs into another XC trail, or you can turn around and keep on the same trail back to the pump track, which is what I did. Alright, that was a quick look at the Aldo Leopold pump track and skills trail, and I'd say it was pretty fun. I think this is a good community pump track, and it's awesome that they have that skills loop. It's designed pretty well. The only thing is on the pump track there is that one corner that's a little weird, but I think it's an opportunity to figure it out and it doesn't actually ruin the pump track because it's not that hard to find a line through there. I just don't know that the intention behind the way it was designed is that's not really how you ride it, but fun anyways. And I think it's awesome that parks exist like this that just kind of blend into the community. Like there's a community garden right there, there's a school right down there, there's a dog park, and I think more communities could really benefit by having something like this. And yeah, hope to see more places like this in the future. Let's go see what else we can find to ride. All right, I'm at Quarry Park. I have no idea what to expect. There's mountain bike trails here, dirt jumps. I don't know. The guy at the pump track says pretty gnarly, but you know, there's never really a clear understanding of what that means across the board. One person's version of gnarly might be different than another's, so we're here to see. The trails at Quarry Park are pretty interesting. I was on my DJ, but I did check out some of the trails while I was looking for the jumps. There's a very old school vibe here, with short, punchy climbs, quick descents, and a surprising level of exposure in some spots. I did get a little lost because it seems to be a series of very short segments that crisscross each other. I'm sure that if you ride here a couple times though, you'll have it figured out and get some good laps in. All right, so this is what I kind of expected to find here. There's some big, steep, kind of BMX style jumps. I don't know how they're gonna look on camera, but it is also muddy here. But for me, That's a bit much. I'm not really trying to ride jumps that steep. I could probably roll through here, but let's see. It's a big hip over here, and I can tell people have been riding it, although there's a couple wet spots. The trail is open, but yeah, I don't know what else they got here. This is kind of like the first trail I came across that's not just an XC trail that I found. Maybe I'll roll through and check this run out and see what that's like. All right, I realize I'm not really going to be riding Quarry Park too much. It is open today, but there's a lot of slick spots, and honestly, some of these jumps are just a little bit big for me today. And really, I'm kind of getting confused riding around here. And that is not anything to say that I'm hating on this place. I love that this exists. I'm sure there's so much fun happening out here. And the fact that it's a sanctioned trail and people are out here building and making it better is just awesome. I don't remember any bike parks remotely close to where I lived that were like this when I was growing up. And honestly, all we had were like these illegal trails, and some people have built these like crazy good illegal trails, and they only last a few years, and they might last a little bit longer, but eventually they all kind of go away, and or the builders stop building there. And I remember there was a trail that Colin and I used to ride when we were younger. It was right down the road from my house, and it was just built in these woods on this random plot of land. I don't even know who owned it or for what purpose, but we would spend hours and hours out there building and riding and looking at the big gap jump and always being afraid to hit it and just working ourselves up to that. And you know, in hindsight, it wasn't that big, but it just was a place for us to go and ride and learn how to ride jumps, and it was really awesome. And I've really realized lately how important it has been for me personally. You know, I just turned 36, and I feel like I'm riding better than I ever have. And I've ridden bikes, you know, since I was a little kid, and I feel more confident than ever. And I think it's because I have a good local public bike park, and it's not even really local for me. It's about 45 minutes away, but I ride at Palmer Urban Mountain Bike Park in Janesville a lot, and the jumps aren't huge. They're way smaller than this, but what it's done is given me the confidence to really become a better rider. The other weekend we were up in Duluth, and we were riding Giants Ridge and Spirit Mountain. I literally hit every jump there, and there's some big jumps, like way bigger gaps than this, just not as steep, but I just felt so good on my bike. And I think it's because I now have places to ride, like Janesville, and Heritage has been massive in my confidence building riding. And you know, the fact that these places are free is awesome. And I think it really just allows a lot more people to get out there and enjoy bike riding, enjoy meeting new people. I, for one, have a hard time meeting new friends, especially when it comes to riding. I don't know why that is, but I have met more people that I've become friends with in the last year riding at the park in Janesville than I have anywhere else. And I just think that these local parks where you meet up with the same people regularly and you get to ride the same trail a lot and build up your skills and do it all for free, it's just awesome. And even just like the pump track I rode earlier, the pump track I rode a few times a week by my house in North Carolina, same thing. Got to ride with the same people a lot, build my skills, and just really have a lot of fun. And I just want to give a big shout out to everybody who's out there advocating for trail systems like this that are legal, they're sanctioned, and there's whatever the ability is to build big or small jumps or anything like that, or even just have trails. I think it's so awesome, and I really think the people that live around there, the people that are able to commute to these type of trails, are really finding a benefit, and they're really enjoying mountain biking even more. And you know, obviously the more you're having fun on a bike, the better your life is, I think. And yeah, so big shout out to everybody out there advocating for and building and funding these trail projects. Sorry I didn't get to ride too much here, but I think it was worth coming out, and I had a good day anyway. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Just on my way out, I think I found a pump track. I'm probably going the wrong way. Huh, I don't think it matters actually. Cool little pump track.